Imagine getting a video call from your CEO. The face looks real. The voice sounds exactly right. The instructions are urgent, clear, and completely believable. You don't hesitate, you act. Within minutes, millions of dollars are transferred. But here's the terrifying truth. The person on the screen was never real. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's a real-world scam powered by artificial intelligence. And in one shocking case, a company lost $25 million without a single hacker breaking into their systems. No malware, no forced entry. Just pure deception, powered by deepfake technology. As artificial intelligence becomes more advanced, it's not just transforming businesses and industries, it's also giving rise to a new kind of cybercrime. One that doesn't rely on breaking systems, but on breaking trust. Deepfakes, once seen as entertainment or experimental tech, have evolved into powerful tools capable of mimicking human faces and voices with frightening accuracy. And while many people still think of them as harmless or obvious, the reality is far more dangerous. In this video, we're diving into one of the most alarming examples of AI-driven fraud. A deepfake scam that led to a $25 million loss for a company. We'll break down exactly how it happened, why it worked, and what it reveals about the future of security in an AI-powered world. 1. What are deepfakes and why are they dangerous? Deepfakes are AI-generated videos, audio or images designed to imitate real people. Using machine learning models trained on existing data, like interviews, speeches, or recordings, these systems can recreate someone's face, voice, and mannerisms with incredible precision. What makes deepfakes so dangerous is not just how real they look, but how convincing they feel. Humans naturally trust what they see and hear. When both visuals and audio align perfectly, our brains rarely question authenticity. This creates the perfect environment for manipulation. In the past, scams relied on poorly written emails or obvious impersonations. Today, attackers can create near-perfect digital replicas of real individuals, making fraud far more sophisticated and harder to detect. 2. The setup behind the $25 million scam. The scam didn't start with the deepfake itself. It started with research. The attackers carefully studied the company, its leadership, and its internal processes. They likely gathered publicly available data, videos, interviews, and voice recordings of key executives. This information became the foundation for creating a realistic deepfake identity. But the attackers didn't stop there. They also understood how decisions were made inside the company, who had authority, and how financial transactions were approved. This level of preparation is what made the scam so effective. It wasn't random, it was targeted, calculated, and precise. 3. The moment of deception. At the center of the scam was a video call. An employee was contacted and invited to join what appeared to be a legitimate meeting with senior executives, including the company's CFO. On the call, everything seemed normal. Faces were familiar, voices matched perfectly. The tone was professional, and the instructions were clear. A confidential financial transaction needed to be executed urgently. There was pressure, but not enough to raise suspicion, just enough to encourage quick action. The employee followed instructions, authorizing multiple transfers that eventually totaled $25 million. What the employee didn't realize was that every person on that call was a deepfake. 4. Why the scam worked so well. This wasn't just about advanced technology, it was about psychology. The attackers combined realistic deepfakes with social engineering techniques. First, they leveraged authority. People are more likely to comply with instructions from senior leadership. Seeing and hearing a trusted executive removed doubt. Second, they created urgency. Urgency reduces critical thinking. When people feel they must act quickly, they're less likely to question details. Third, they used familiarity. The employee recognized the faces and voices, which created a sense of trust. Even if something felt slightly off, it was easy to dismiss. This combination made the scam incredibly powerful. It didn't rely on technical vulnerabilities, it exploited human behavior. 5. The role of AI in scaling scams. What makes this case especially concerning is how scalable this type of attack can be. Once attackers have the tools and data, they can replicate similar scams across multiple organizations. AI allows them to generate realistic content quickly and at low cost. What once required a team of experts and significant resources can now be done with accessible tools. This means deepfake scams are not likely to remain rare incidents. They could become a widespread threat, affecting businesses of all sizes. 6. The aftermath and realization. After the transfers were completed, the truth began to surface. The company realized that the transaction was fraudulent, but by then the money was already gone. Investigations revealed the use of deepfake technology, marking a turning point in how cybercrime is understood. This wasn't a traditional hack. It was something entirely new. The incident forced organizations worldwide to reconsider their security measures. If you can't trust what you see and hear, how do you verify reality? 7. The growing threat landscape. This case is just one example of a larger trend. As AI technology improves, deepfakes are becoming more realistic and more accessible. We're entering a world where identity itself can be replicated. Voice calls, video meetings, and even biometric systems are no longer foolproof. This raises serious questions about the future of communication and trust. How do businesses operate when authenticity can no longer be assumed? The $25 million deepfake scam is more than just a shocking story. It's a warning. A glimpse into a future where seeing is no longer believing and hearing is no longer proof. AI is a powerful tool, capable of incredible innovation, but in the wrong hands, it becomes a weapon of deception. And as this case shows, the consequences can be massive. The question is no longer whether deepfake scams will happen again. They will. The real question is who will be prepared for them. Because in this new era, trust alone is no longer enough. Verification, awareness, and adaptation are the only ways forward. And as AI continues to evolve, one thing is certain. The line between real and fake will only become harder to see.